How's it going, guys? Today we are going to go over 3 Nanlite Forza lights that have been my workhorses for the past 2 years. You guys are probably wondering, Dustin, if you got all these lights laid out here, what's lighting everything? Well, this one right here I got around 2021, 2022. This is the Nanlite Forza 300, and I have acquired these since then. I started with the Nanlite 60B. I just thought, okay, I don't have a bicolor light. This one isn't bicolor, this one is. And I was kind of hesitant on how small it was, but then when I turned it on, I was like, wow, this little guy packs a punch. And then I always wanted an RGB light. So then I looked into Nanlite, saw, oh, RGB. So then I upgraded to this, and then recently I got the 150B, which is so much more powerful than the 60B, but all these have been workhorses. All of these are great to travel with. One thing I will say to start off is that be very careful. Although these, there is some plastic, but then also a type of metal that they use for these. But just treat these with care. Of course, we have caps. I have these labeled, stickered, because you can lose them in the sand, you can lose them when you're on shoots. They don't cost much to get new ones, but you could lose them. I will say, unfortunately, on the C, which is one of my favorites, I did encounter a little crack, which can happen in travel, especially if you check bags. So, and I did have this cap on while I was traveling. I have had some talks with other friends that have other lights, and they don't even have a cap, it's just open. And they tell me, oh, well, this is the protector. And I go, oh, that's the protector for what's inside? Well, yeah, you should probably get a cap. As of recently, after I got the 150B, I did a recent trip. I stacked all 3 of these into a backpack, just carried it on the plane. So let's talk about this whole setup here. We have this big reflector is for the 150, and of course the smaller reflectors for the C and for the B. You put these on the lights, it creates a circle-like effect, and it makes the lights even brighter. So of course, this was the first one that I got, and you just pop this off. Whenever you order these, it comes with this. It comes with this power strip. So when I'm in studios, I know I'm gonna have outlet access. This is what I bring with me. This comes in your purchase. It has a little V-mount piece attachment as well, which is great. And if we go ahead and just plug this in, turn this on. Right now it's at 2700 Kelvin. Of course, we have this little mount here, which you can put on a stand, and you know how it works. And then say we want a little accent light behind me. We are at 2700 Kelvin at 100%, great accent light right here. Say we want to go cooler, all the way to 6500 Kelvin. Nice little cool, and then this is me just kind of going in between from the warmest to the coolest. And it of course has, pulsing effects, different effects all throughout. And say I want, I don't know, 5,000 or 2700 Kelvin at 50%, that's 50% for you. So 50 all the way up to 100, and that's what you get out of the 60B. And then we can go into the 60C, and this one, you can do the same temperature as in the 60B. It's not strong enough when it comes to the warmth temperature of things. So like if I was in 5,000 Kelvin on this one, and I tried to be in 5,000 Kelvin on this one, this light would be stronger. And my thinking is they put more effort into making sure that the colors were bright versus the temperature of warm and cool. But It's still a great light, and I've used this a lot to bring more color into my art, my work, because I love color, so I love adding it in there. Right now we're at hue 359, saturation 100, and it's at 100% brightness. If we have that as a backlight or an accent light, look at that. And then if I just kind of roll through the different hues, there's just so many different hues you can play with, experiment with, have a part of your shoot. I'm just kind of still rolling through all of these. I haven't educated myself too much about DMX, but all three of these have that capability. So another thing too is this handle Nanlite sells. It's not provided in your package whenever you get this, but you can get this separately. This one specifically is for the 60B and the 60C. As you can see, this piece here goes into the back there. As for the 150B, it's the same type of handle, but this piece is going to be different because, as you can see, there's a different port. So you're gonna have to get a different one. But say I'm in a scenario where this, by the way, SMALLRIG mini V-mount clutch will charge your lights, your phone, your computer, a lot of things. You just snap that on there. It's D-tap. So we'll plug that into there. And then if we plug this in to the light, so usually what I like to do is put it opposite. Meaning I don't like to go over the battery. I like to have the battery as like a counterweight because that's just how I like to roll. Well, actually, you can go this way or that way or however, whatever suits you. And so, boom. And if we go to, let's see, different hue. Say we want to be in blue. So this is all set up right now. We got a blue accent light, and it's not connected to any power source. This is the setup right here. All connected, very clean setup in my opinion. And little accent light. If you want to put this on a stand, you don't have to worry about any power source connected to a wall. And then, the last thing I want to touch on is the 150B. So now we have the 150B here, and I'm going to power this up. This charging piece comes with it too. Also has a mini V-mount. You can attach it to a stand, get those connections together. We plug this in, and let me get the piece for that. Take this off, connect this, and power it on. And this is 4,000 Kelvin at 100%, super bright, nice little backlight there. And if we want to go to 2700, nice warm light there. And if we want 50%, that's 50% there. And of course, it has different modes like pulsing, and I know it also has, storm, TV. So, we got storm. There we go. We got, TV, we got different flickers, different settings, of course. But this one is one of my favorites because it's just so bright. So bright, super bright, and it's still small and compact. And of course, this piece, you can take this off and you can get a piece like this, where this smaller, hold on, let me set this down. You can get this smaller piece that looks just like this. So this piece is on here, which you can buy as a connection. These three lights have been workhorses for me. Like I said, over the past 2 years, I've had the 300 Forza for 4 or 5 years, And you know, I'm just excited to share this knowledge with you guys. If you guys have any questions, send me a DM, send me a message on YouTube. You know, just these are great lights to travel with, and I'm excited to own them, and I'm excited to share the knowledge about them. And my biggest thing is going after the Forza models. And as you can see, I have 3 here. And trust me, when you're out in the field and you have one of these and you turn them on, people are going to look your way in a good way, because your lights are some of the brightest out there. Someone next to you can have another 60 watt or 60C or 60B power light. You're gonna know in your brain you still have the most powerful light because you got Forza on there. And the thing is, like, I have this 300 light, it has Forza on there, so you go up against anybody else that got the 300, it's gonna be brighter. One last thing before I forget, if you take the reflector off, this is not a Bowens mount. This piece comes with all of these lights. As you can see, the back there connects to here. If you just snap it on, now you can connect any Bowens modifier attachment to this light, and you're rocking and rolling. I'm just having a good time using these lights, great travel lights, and hope you guys check them out one day.